There are days when your body simply doesn't respond. You sleep through the night, but wake up feeling like you've been hit by a truck. You try to drink some coffee, stretch, but the heavy feeling persists. Your head feels like it's covered in fog. Your eyes burn as if they hadn't closed all night, and all you want to do is lie down again even though you don't feel like sleeping. Is it just physical tiredness? Or is there something behind it, something invisible, but much more powerful than you imagine? What few have the courage to say, and many feel firsthand, is that extreme tiredness can indeed be a reflection of a heavy spiritual burden. That's right. Sometimes it's not your body that's tired, it's your vital energy that's being drained. And when that happens, no vitamin can help, no energy drink can fix it, and even your smile slowly starts to disappear as if your soul were being covered by a dark cloud. Have you ever felt like you were carrying a weight that wasn't yours? Have you ever woken up with a heavy heart for no reason at all? Have you ever had that feeling that something is wrong, even when everything seems fine? Pay attention, because your body is a faithful messenger of your spiritual energy. And when it starts to scream through fatigue, apathy, and lack of enthusiasm, it may be warning you there is something draining you, something that needs to be cleansed, something that is leaving you spiritually vulnerable. That is why today, more than ever, it is necessary to understand what may be behind this constant fatigue. Because if medicine does not explain it, if the tests do not show anything, perhaps it is time to look in another direction. And that is exactly what we are going to explore now. Before continuing, leave your comment here. Have you ever felt this kind of fatigue that seems to come from the soul? Have you ever had that feeling that you are being drained without explanation? And take advantage. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now. This is very important so that we can continue to explore together the mysteries of spirituality, hidden energies, and the signs that the invisible tries to show us every day. Like, share and activate the bell, because what follows may change the way you see your own body and your own spirit. Now tell me, how many times have you entered a place and left feeling more tired than when you arrived? Have you ever been around someone who seems to suck your energy just by being there? Well, you can be sure that this is not your imagination. Some people, environments, and even objects carry dense energies that can attach themselves to your aura like true parasites. And if your spiritual protection is weakened, whether due to stress, sadness, or even distraction, these energies find an easy way to settle in. This is when the body begins to react. First with a slight laziness, then with discouragement. Soon, exhaustion sets in, and you are already being affected. Not only spiritually, but also physically. This is because the energy field and the physical body are interconnected. If one is out of balance, the other feels it immediately. And often, it all starts subtly. A constant yawning during the day. The desire to isolate yourself, to stay quiet in a corner without explanation. Sleep comes, and you can't rest. That lack of focus, as if your mind were being pulled away, and you start to doubt yourself, thinking you're depressed, weak, or sick. But in reality, you may just be contaminated by an energy that doesn't belong to you. Some traditions call this spiritual miasmas, others call it astral larvae, and there are those who use the term negative vibrational accumulation. The names change, but the effect is the same. Your vital energy starts to drain away silently without you noticing, and fatigue becomes the first warning. Do you know that feeling that no one understands you? That the world is heavier than it should be? That everything seems to require triple the effort? Well, yes, these are classic symptoms of someone who is living with too dense energy without realizing it. And the worst part, the more you ignore it, the deeper this exhaustion sets in. That's why it's essential to start observing the signs. Pay attention to what your body is telling you. Tiredness for no reason is always a warning, and often it is a silent cry for help from your spirit. a call for you to cleanse, protect, and recharge your energy. And this has nothing to do with religion, but with connection, with awareness, with the understanding that we are more than flesh, bone, and brain. We are energy in motion, and everything around us is too. Therefore, everything interferes. Everything communicates with our vibrational field, whether for good or for bad. Now I ask you, how is your energy lately? Have you felt this inexplicable tiredness in the last few days? Have you been waking up with no desire to get up, even if you are not sick? Have you ever considered that it may not just be your body asking for rest, but your soul asking for help? If any of these questions have moved you, stay with me, because in the second part of this video, we will delve deeper into the spiritual signs of extreme fatigue, and most importantly, what to do to cleanse these energies, recover your shine, and feel strong again, inside and out. What few people realize is that this fatigue that lingers is not just a physical problem. It can be a warning sign that something bigger, deeper, and invisible is draining your strength. It's as if you were trying to cross a dark swamp where each step requires a huge effort. Have you ever felt this? As if the air were heavier, your body slower, and your mind dull. This is what many call spiritual contamination by dense energy. This heavy energy can accumulate for several reasons: charged environments, envious people, repeated negative thoughts, family conflicts, or even objects inside the house that act as magnets for these frequencies. And the scariest thing is that the longer you are exposed to this field, the more it feeds on your vitality. And without realizing it, you wake up more tired than when you went to bed, feel pains that have no explanation, sudden discouragement, a feeling of emptiness, and a strange desire to give up on everything. Have you tried resting, sleeping more, changing your diet, taking vitamins, but nothing seems to solve it? This may indicate that the root of the problem is spiritual, and that is precisely why regular energy cleansing is so important, because if you don't protect yourself and don't clear yourself of these burdens, they continue to accumulate and can develop into more serious conditions such as depression, chronic anxiety, or physical illnesses that are difficult to treat. Some signs that you are being affected by dense energies include frequent yawning at odd times, restless sleep, heavy eyes even after sleeping, repetitive and pessimistic thoughts, difficulty maintaining focus, and a constant feeling of being watched or emotionally drained. These are all little warnings from your vibrational field crying out for help, and when we ignore these signs, we give these energies an opening to strengthen. It's like leaving a window open on a stormy night. Everything that is bad will gradually enter without you noticing. Therefore, protecting your energy is an act of spiritual survival, and it starts with awareness. You usually clean your house, right? But when was the last time you cleaned your energy, your spiritual field? It's not just about praying or lighting incense. It's about knowing what's draining your strength, what needs to be cut, what needs to be purified. Now tell me, do you feel like something is draining your energy? Have you ever had the feeling of carrying an invisible weight on your back? Leave your experience in the comments. It helps many people to recognize themselves too. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, take the opportunity to subscribe now. This is very important so that we can continue to explore together the myths and truths about spirituality, protection, and energies. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into how to cleanse your spiritual field in a simple, natural, and powerful way. See you there.